Halloween's tomorrow, Chris. You going as anything?
Halloween. It's one of my least favorite holidays. Now that I have kids, a little better. Still hate it, though. Let's start the show.
Roy Halladay.
Nice. Fist me.
Matt Holiday. Jackson.
Holiday.
The third one.
Ethan Holiday.
A Black Ethan.
Nope.
Let's start the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Pitch Clock. Here's the pitch. A two-part baseball segment
combining a nostalgic baseball trivia game and an interview with an expert.
This is the Pitch Clock.
The pitch clock is back.
Jack. Hi, everybody.
There it is. Thank you. Hey, World Series is happening. That's cool. Adnan Virk's going to break it down momentarily. I'm riding quite a heater on our trivia games. I've won back-to-back. I'm looking to make it a three-peat today.
Not today. It ends today.
Not today. Bringing us into it. Not Black Ethan. Ethan Badowski. Ethan, what is
The whitest
our
of Ethans.
trivia game today, sir?
Jeremy, before we start,
Yes.
barbecue or hot dogs?
Barbecue.
You are going to be Houston, and you are going to be Chicago. My favorite video game ever is MVP Baseball 2005. It's the greatest year of baseball ever. And that World Series was won by the Chicago White Sox in 4 games over the Houston Astros. In front of you are the starting lineups from Game 4 of the 2005 World Series. There are simply numbers on a page. You have to tell me the position and the name of the guy.
You want to switch teams?
I don't know.
I have 4 on here that I feel good about.
All right. I don't. So
We're going to try 3 strikes. If we get into a scenario like last week, we'll go first to a number. Jeremy, it's your honor.
I'll go with the only name I know. Right, and maybe I'm right. Right fielder number 16, Carlos Beltran.
That is incorrect.
You got to be shitting me.
Yeah, no, we're not. What year is this, by the way? again?
2005.
Dude, you don't know the second baseman for the Astros?
I mean, I know who it is. I was gonna go.
Actually, that might not be him. He might have retired.
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea. All right. I'm really angry about that.
Left field, number 22 for the White Sox, Scott Posednik.
Oh, what a name, Cody.
should've
Doesn't it
taken
just
the White
bring you
Sox.
back? Oh,
Why didn't I say
This
hot
makes me
dogs?
feel so good, dude. Scott Posednik.
Our ever-present 2025 MLB expert is here. Adnan Virk with me as his Blue Jays. Yes, I'm saying his Blue Jays. The Canada man himself have taken a 3-2 lead in this World Series. He's not going to put his bias aside. We're going to have this conversation, and I'm going to let you all know that he's excited. I'm excited. It's an exciting time when someone is just one game away from winning the World Series. Adnan, I have gone on and 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 on about Trey Yesavage and how incredible his start was in Game 5. But there have been all sorts of incredible individual performances in this World Series. So I've got you prepared for this one already. I'm looking for your top 5 individual performances in this World Series. It could be from one game. It could be from the entire series, whichever structure you prefer. Adnan, let us know what you're doing, and let's get started with number 5.
All right, let's do OLI first. Freddie Freeman, just because he did hit the walk-off home run in Game 3, which was the longest game we'd seen since 2018. And his parents are both Canadian, and they got a raucous reception back there at Rogers Center. So Freddie Freeman's a little OLI. Hasn't done a whole lot else this series, but did hit a home run to end that claim. Thank God after 6.5 hours.
Love that.
Number 5, I'm going to Bo Bichette. Jeremy, the guy hadn't played since September 6th. He's been back. He's getting hits virtually every game. He's playing good defense. He's being effective. I just think what he's been able to do. He was second in this league in hits with 181. He was 311 average, 94 ribbies. But you take a month off and come back in the World Series and play a position you've never played before since the minor leagues, like that's unbelievable. So I want to give some love to Bo Bichette collectively
Absolutely.
for that offense.
Absolutely.
Number
That's
4,
number 5.
Yamamoto. Listen, complete game in Game 2. The guy was ridiculous. That splitter is one of the most effective pitches in baseball, and he's always been a big game pitcher. Last year in the World Series, 1 start, 6 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, only one. Soto got him. Other than that, he was nails. If you look at his career in Japan, every big game I checked, he's always pitched complete games as well. There's a thought that Japanese pitchers need the extra day of rest. They don't have as much durability. That's not the case with Yamamoto. He was their most dependable starter this year. He threw over 175 innings in the regular season, in the postseason, back-to-back complete games. Only guy to do that since Kurt Schilling went back-to-back complete games in the World Series and multiple complete games in the postseason. Your boy Madison Bumgarner did that, of course, back with the Giants. Number 3, Ohtani. Specifically, the fact he was on base 9 times in a single game. I'll never get over that. He smashes 4 extra base hits, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 5 walks, later pitches that night, 6 innings, made 1 bad pitch to Vladdy, who hit the home run, and then gets chased in the 7th, a little bit of fatigue, and gives him a couple more runs. The stat line doesn't look as good, but it should have been 6 innings, 2 runs, and really just 1 hit. The guy is a marvel, a freak. What he's doing is incredible. Number 2, your boy Trey Yesavage, as Dan Levitar was fond of saying when it came to our live cast for Game 5, 327 fans is who he was pitching in front of single A Dunedin at the start of the year. 327, and then he had 55,000 watching at Dodger Stadium. 46 days after reaching his 5th level of pro baseball. 46 days, and you're pitching Game 1 of the World Series. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 12 strikeouts. You've already spoken about it. Absolute masterpiece. The fact he throws that ball from a 7-foot angle, the tilt on that ball coming down, amazing. And number 1 is Vlad. Taché, there was a time people were saying this guy's not worth $500 million. Imagine if Vlad was a free agent right now. When he's done this postseason, dude, the numbers would be gigantic. It'd be $600 million, right? He'd be getting maybe Soto type money. It's been remarkable. The contract kicks in next year, 14 years, $500 million. He's Canadian. He wants to play for Canada. He wants to play for the Blue Jays. He has put this team on his back. It's a collection of talentless Blue Jays offense. There's no question about it. But what Vlad is doing this postseason has been a story for the ages. He hits the big home run off Ohtani, the big home run last night against Snell. Every single big moment, Vlad Jr.'s in the center of it.
So what's amazing about what you just said is that Davis Schneider plays for George Springer, hits a leadoff home run off Blake Snell. He's not on this list. And Clayton Kershaw, in his individual moment where he faces one batter with the bases loaded in that extra inning game, he's trusted for one batter, and he gets it done with a bunch of pitches at 89 miles an hour. But let's talk about this, right? Because what has stood out as the difference to you here? The Dodgers take a 2-1 lead, and now the Blue Jays go win back-to-back games in Los Angeles. How have they been able to get this done and get themselves just one game away from a World Series championship?
Yeah, I think the real key to this series, as we said coming in, was the Dodgers starting pitching against that Blue Jays offense. Dodgers rotation, a 1.40 ERA coming into the World Series. The Blue Jays, 80.5% in terms of contact percentage, best in baseball. So they're going to put the ball in play. They'll put pressure on defense, and they don't strike out. Fewer strikeouts in the majors. And the Blue Jays have won that battle, period. 3 games in Los Angeles. They put up 5. They put up 6. They put up 6. This offense scores runs. They were 4th in the majors in runs scored. But if you look specifically from late April on, once Addison Barger gets called up late May, once Varsho's back, because him and Santander were out, this offense was pretty much the best in baseball. So they've proven that. It's a collection of talent, like I said, up and down the lineup. You mentioned Davis Schneider. It can be Andres Jimenez. On any day, it can be a different player, whether it can be Lucas or Straw or whomever it might be. But this team hits. Alejandro Kirk's been unbelievable for them behind the plate, big hit after big hit. And their offense really has been the answer for me. I mean, it's also pretty crazy to say they're starting pitching. Like Shane Bieber outpitched Shohei Ohtani and Trey Yesavage outpitched Blake Snell. Those are also both true, which is kind of mind-boggling.
Especially with Shane Bieber coming off of the surgery. I mean, these are 2 guys who both did not pitch for this team until after the trade deadline into September. I was there for Shane Bieber's first start against the Miami Marlins when we were doing that broadcast, and it was absolutely fascinating to see this guy now pitching in this big moment and having that one. And look, the things that you said offensively, it's the reason why I said on the main show going into this series,
if there was a team in the American League that had an opportunity that if they got hot and played their best baseball that could beat the Dodgers, it would have been the Blue Jays probably from the start.
Is number 11 the catcher Brad Ausmus?
That is correct,
Come on,
Jeremy.
God.
You are
Cooking
on
here.
the board.
And the pitcher's easy.
All right,
Come on.
relax. The pitcher is not easy.
What number?
41.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
easy.
so.
It's easy. Okay, hey, enough with the hints. All right, I'm trying to play my mind games with Jeremy. I don't need you.
Yeah.
I've
had enough mind games from him.
Bottom
Ping
2.
ponging back and forth.
Right fielder, number 23, I believe MVP based off of our previous list, Jermaine Dye.
Jermaine Dye is correct. He was the World Series MVP this year.
Unfair advantage. I can't cheat off your paper.
You're going to see all these names here and just get inspired.
What's upsetting is that I know almost everything that's there.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with that number 7 that we were talking about. Number 7, the second baseman.
Come on,
No,
just spit it out,
is it
dude.
Craig
Just spit it
Biggio?
out.
Is it Craig
It's Craig
Biggio?
Biggio.
Okay, thank God.
Of course it's Craig Biggio.
Okay.
I almost tricked him.
No, you really did. You got in my head.
So to set this up, Jeremy has 2 right and 1 strike. Chris has 2 right and no strikes, but he's on his 3rd guess.
Paul Konerko, 14, first
That
base.
is correct. Yes.
There's a lot of pretty iconic
I know
guys
these
on this
names,
team.
dude. These names. I'm so happy.
Okay. Shoot, does that mean he's in right field? What's his number?
That wasn't his number.
Oh, I'm going to go with 16 only because I got it wrong. Is it Lance Berkman, 16 in right field? Fuck
No,
me.
Lance Berkman is not number 16.
All right,
But
you just implied
he's
that
on
he
the
is.
field.
No, he is.
Shut
I
your
know
mouth,
he's on the
Ethan.
team.
Shut your mouth.
I
Ethan.
know he played in this game.
Clearly 17. All right. Anyways.
Now, see,
I'm so bad at
you
this. I'm so bad at this.
No,
I'm sorry.
You monster, because now you're in my head because you said, "Oh, he's clearly 17," and I thought maybe he is 17.
He might be center
but he
field.
could be. But he could be 26.
He had some wheels at the end.
I'm
of his
gonna
career.
throw up again.
On me.
Yeah, it's on you.
I thought you were asking if I was gonna throw up on you.
Starting pitcher, 34.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which paragraph. Freddie Garcia.
Yeah, it is Freddie.
That is
Garcia.
correct.
Man, this team is so much easier. I really.
I didn't
wish-
I thought you guys might have trouble with this
Oh
team.
no,
I didn't
I'm
realize
about
how-
done.
No, the white.
Yeah.
Yeah, the White Sox are a lot easier. So I have,
Oh,
two, I have
relax.
2 strikes.
That's not true. I'll be cleaning up.
You
over
have
here.
2 strikes.
I can't. Who's number 16?
Bro,
Uh,
I could literally tell you
All
who
right,
number 14 is.
I am asking you to just take a breath. All right.
number 14. Let me see your
He's
sheet.
revving real high right
I'm
now.
upset. It's because he's gonna end my shot at a 3-peat.
I'm right there. I got your third baseman. Let me see. Number
Is he number 1? Where is Carlos Beltran? Let's preview Game 6 because you got Yamamoto, you got Gossman. It's back in Toronto with an opportunity for the Blue Jays to clinch the World Series. Which team has the advantage in Game 6, and what's your expectation for the result in this individual game, Adnan?
Game 6 in the World Series, Jeremy, have been good for the Blue Jays. That was when Joe Carter, of course, did his famous home run in 1993. We're 32 years since the Blue Jays have won a World Series. And the easy answer is the Dodgers will win because Yamamoto has been the Terminator so far this postseason. But I don't think you want to overlook just how good Gossman's been. Yes, Yamamoto has a 1.47 ERA this postseason, but Gossman's a 2.55. Like, he's been an absolute ace for the Jays. And that showdown in Game 2, both of them went 6 strong. Only in the 7th, Gossman gives up a couple of solo home runs. Max Muncy, historically his own Gossman, proved that again, and he gives up the 3 runs. But there's no doubt that Gossman threw up a quality start, and he can match Yamamoto, 0 for 0. Having said that, I do think Yamamoto is incredible, and I think the Dodgers are able to answer in Game 6, which means we're going to have a Game 7. I'd love to see the Jays win it on Halloween, trick or treat, but we're going to have a Game 7 this year's World Series, November 1st on Saturday night.
So we get to November then. We're going to find out who the new Mr. November is because someone's going to have to step up and have that moment in Game 7. Adnan, ultimately here, who wins the World Series? And I'm just going to say it since I know you're going to go Blue Jays, since I know you're going to do it. What would it mean to Canada and to you personally to see this Blue Jays team win the World Series, even though if anyone here is watching our live stream, I ragged on Ethan for asking this exact same question.
Totally finally did that. Jays are going to win in 7 was my prediction. I said that, excuse me, on Canadian television back before Game 1. So I'll get the tape and be sure to post it on social. I was on CTV with Nathan Downer and Michelle Dubé, and they asked me for a prediction. I go, Jays in 7. So if I come right, I will gloat happily because even maybe I didn't believe it totally in my heart, but I said, no, they're going to will it to happen. Like I said, Jeremy, I think that Yamamoto helps propel the Dodgers to a Game 6 win. But this Dodgers offense has been lifeless. There's no question about it. It's an overrated offense. They have not scored runs, and they've been limping ever since the NLCS. They hadn't faced particularly strong pitching until this Blue Jays team. And though I do think ultimately Toronto wins this series in 7, it does give me pause that Max Scherzer starting at Game 7, a guy who had an ERA over 10 in the month of September. But look at his last couple of starts. Like Max is good enough for a 4 1/3 couple of runs, maybe 5 runs, 5 innings, 3 runs. And then after that, Yesavage will be available for an inning or 2. I think Bieber could pitch an inning or 2. Chris Bassett's out of the bullpen. Hoffman has looked good so far as a closer this postseason. So it's going to be maybe a little bit unconventional. Maybe Max Scherzer pitches into the 4th inning, and all of a sudden John Schneider will go to that bullpen. But I do think ultimately the Blue Jays win in 7. This is an amazing story for Canada. 15% of the population has been watching these games. 7 million for Game 1. Just under 6 million for Game 3, which is still shocking is the fact the game was 6.5 hours. So again, to extrapolate this, for a country of 41 million, when I say 7 million is watching, 15% of the population, Americans, there's 330 million people in this country. That's like 55, 60 million people watching a baseball game.
It's
like
amazing.
you only get those numbers, as you know, for the Super Bowl, which is 95, 100 million. That's it. Like the NFC Championship game, AFC Championship game, that's like 35, 40 million, maybe 45, 50. You're not topping the 60 million. That's how much it means to Canada. It's the one team in town. And certainly for me on a personal level, it's been nostalgic. I was in high school when they went back-to-back, 14, 15. The Blue Jays were the epicenter of the baseball world. Everybody wanted to come to Toronto, whether you were Dave Winfield or Paul Mulder or David Cohn. If you wanted to win, you came to Toronto. And for the Blue Jays to be 74 wins a season ago, 94 wins this year, a number one seed on the verge of beating the Dodgers, it's almost too much for one man to handle.
I'm going to say this to you, Adnan. First of all, good luck taking the ball out of Max Scherzer's hand in a Game 7. Yeah, right, John Schneider. If you think it was bad in Game 3 or back in the ALCS, good luck taking the ball out of his hand and everything that you just set up. I mean, how storybook, so storybook that it could be a movie. And speaking of movies, Adnan Virk, the author of Cinephile, go buy his book. The absolute best when it comes to movies. You can watch him on MLB Network. You can follow him on social media to see him gloat if the Blue Jays ultimately win this in 7 games. Good luck to you, my friend. I am not rooting for the Dodgers, but I am rooting for them in Game 6 just so we can get a Game 7 so that you can be right and we can have the greatest 2 words in sports, Game 7.
It's a great moment for patriotism. It's a great moment for Toronto. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, let's get back to the game between me and Chris. Who's 41? The starting pitcher for the Astros was
This
number
is so
41.
easy, dude.
Okay. I don't always think about numbers. I am trying to think of guys who were on that team. And I know one pitcher who for sure was on that team, but I don't think this is him because he would have started Game 1. I guessed that 16 was Berkman.
Yes, you did already.
All right.
It's clearly 17.
I'm gonna hate
Or 26.
I hate you. I hate you.
I forget.
I
I think he wore 26 on the road and 17 at home. Can you do that? He may have moved to center field too late in his career. I remember he got like
Late in
he
his
got- he
career,
got
the
that-
latent career
he got
move
that
to
knee-
center field.
He got that knee surgery, and then he was.
It
just
rejuvenated
like,
him. They put him back in center.
on this team. Why don't I remember
The third
anything
baseman
about
is a
these
deep
Astros?
pull. I am so proud of myself for this third baseman.
All right, I'm going with 26. I'm going with 26 being Lance Berkman. I'm gonna be wrong.
Come on, Jeremy. He fed it to you. It
is
was number
17.
17.
All right. Well,
It was
hopefully,
number 17.
have
that
you
it?
gotten one wrong, and
No.
that's it. You haven't
Yeah.
gotten any wrong.
He has not gotten any.
Right,
so
can
he's
I? So
out?
can I finish then? Can I just
Can
finish
I
with
give
what I
you three-
think it is?
I
really quick.
think what we should do is we should switch teams and see
And
if
just
Cody
see from there if he can still
I mean,
win.
I
strikes
could just
out
call out.
before-
No,
his
but
team
let me.
from across
No.
the way.
Everybody, I lost. I don't want to be embarrassed more.
Yeah, Jeremy
okay?
loses.
14, Morgan Ensberg.
Okay,
That is
that's good.
correct,
Is,
yes.
So 17 is Berkman. 26
Yes.
is Bagwell. Is he still
Carlo-
there?
Bagwell was
Carlos-
not in the starting
Carlos
lineup.
Lee.
Carlos Lee.
No.
Oh,
No. All right. Cody, do you want to take a couple more stabs at the White Sox, or are you done here?
Oh, White Sox. Ray Durham.
No, not Ray Durham.
Not one of those.
He was a
Marquise
giant in MVP, and both of them were giants in MVP baseball 2005.
Who's 24 at third base? I don't really know.
Joe Creedy. Juan Uribe was the shortstop.
Uribe.
Tadahito Iguchi
Never
was
getting that
the
one.
second baseman.
Catcher.
AJ Przinsky
Ah,
should have gotten that one.
I should've
yeah.
gotten.
And Aaron Rowan was out in center field.
Oh, I should have got that one.
On
too.
the Astros side, Lance Berkman was in left field. Willie Tavares was the center fielder. Jason Lane was number 16 in right field.
Wow.
Mike Lamb manning first base. Craig Biggio, what you got? Adam Everett, the shortstop, number 28. Morgan Ensberg. How great is
team-
Adam Everett and Morgan Ensberg
I
on the
love.
left
Willie
side?
Tavares is a callback.
This
name, too.
team sucks. I have no
Yeah.
idea how they got to the World Series. And who
Because
started
they
on
had
the mound?
Roy Oswalt, Roger
and
Clemens,
Morgan Bleepin Ensberg.
Brandon Backey was their pitcher in this game, and then Brad Osmus you got behind.
I think
I want
offensive, you didn't know
everyone to
Ensberg.
know. I want everyone to know that this is bull. This is a bullshit game, and I don't want to play this game with the field anymore.
We are back.
But guess what? We only have one more episode of the pitch clock left this season.
Aw, is it for all the
I'm
marbles?
gonna have a good one
For all the
you guys.
marbles?
Should it be that I never calculate who actually won everything, and we just play one, and it is to decide who the winner was of trivia?
Maybe loser leaves the segment forever.
I'd rather not. I'd rather keep doing it.
I'll take this thing. All of a sudden, we're changing the name.
Just end the episode.